bullish. Like this is what I like to see. I wish I was more focused on gold than Nas at the moment, because this shit is just full sprint running. Like this is the market that we should be in. This is beautiful. But yeah, this is gold on the 12 month. So I mean, even after last year, we broke all time highs and just continued to move. So I'm immediately marking up that structure. Right, that's a major break of structure retested on the next candle. So this is what I look for when I look for buys. Anytime I look for buys on any time frame, I want to see breaks of structure to the upside and then a retest. And the reason why is because if you guys study the market structure videos, I always go over the setup, liquidity being built. Okay, that's step 1, right? So there's 4 steps to this. Right? The step 1 is the accumulation or the liquidity or the highs and lows. That's pretty much what's happening with step 1. Step 2 is going to be the sweep of those lows, and step 3 is going to be the break of structure to the upside. That's why I always draw the horizontal line right there. So that's step 3. Anytime you see a line on my chart, right, that horizontal ray, that's step 3 happening. And then step 4 is going to be that retest. And that's when you enter. So to then see price go higher. So that's why the next candle retested. So step 3 with the break of structure, step 4 with the retest. Right, that's it. That's it. And then just keep repeating that process. Right, there's another break of structure here as well. There was also one before. This one broke structure, no retest. This one broke structure, no retest. So those 2 areas, any break of structure is an area that you can enter the buys. Let's keep that in mind right in there. And then just keep going down time frames. I like to stick to like the monthly, weekly, daily. This is crazy. Let's work our way down. Right? Same thing. And then this is going to be where I see this long wick and it reacted off of this break of structure right there, right? Step 3 was the break. Step 4 was the retest. So that was an easy play. Is this the play you took, Zach?
Yeah, that's what my limit was.
Boom. Simple, right?
Yeah.
Easy. 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 Does all that make sense? I know we got Katia in here and Alonzo as well. Mr. Gerardo.
Yo, yo,
Did that make sense?
yo. Yes, sir.
I hope so. I hope so. Any questions, let me know. Let me know.
I took the trade on that one today. I'm still up in profits.
Good.
I haven't hit my 1-3 yet.
Good. Only thing I worry about is this potential sell here, right? We do have distribution. Let me go back to the daily so I can see, if you mark up the lows on the daily, it's just a wick, but on the 4-hour, it was a body candle. So we have to be careful. It is a 4-hour time frame, so it may hold some weight. Of course, we swept these highs here, swept and then broke structure to the downside. So people are most likely going to be selling here. If I draw the Fibonacci from the highs to the lows, we do see that we are as well in the discount sell territory. So we may see sellers step in and try to push this market down. So be wary of that. I would have already taken some partials, something off the table at this point, because we don't know if price wants to continue higher until we break structure again to the upside. And on
I
the
have that one. It's one entry
where
on that where it resets on the bottom. I just have one entry. I'm just waiting for the 1 to 3 to go. I mean, if it goes lower, I'm gonna do another entry.
yeah, for buys.
That's it. Yeah, that's once I confirm for the retest. Or what do you think I should do? Should I just sell it and then wait for another entry, or just let it ride to the 1 to 3?
Personally, I wouldn't sell it. I would just let it play out and wait for the next buys. Um, I know you're waiting for a 1 to 3. That's gonna be like 1 to 3s are always great, like a great starting point when you're first learning, but in reality, it's going to be best to target areas of liquidity for your for your profits, because you don't know if it's going to be 1 to 3. It may be a 1 to 2.4. Like we don't know the exact, so I would always target areas where sellers would step in. So if you got in the buys here at this area, you wicked it, no drawdown, super clean, I would have taken some partials right here. Even though price blew through it, that's great, but sellers would have gotten in here, and they usually do. But it kept going higher. That's fine. You can take more profits or partials at any wick, essentially. Okay.
I only needed like very little from that candle right there. What is that? So here I need like another centimeter and I would have had 1 to 3.
Mm.
I mean, that way I know for the next time.
Yeah. Every day,
Still a little rusty. So.
you guys will get better every single day. So that's solid. You see here how we had, this wick. This is the highest wick here of this section. That's essentially liquidity right here, right? But you see how people took profits there? We swept this liquidity, tapped into this imbalance, and then price reversed. So like this is what I mean by this is an area where people sell. You should be taking some partials there. We came back, and so far it's holding up. It's holding up because we did break back above these lows that were originally broken beneath. So now that we're back above it, it makes sense to see price, still accumulating, and we did already change character like down here. Like this is that first change of character that initiated this entire up move. Right? This is the first break of structure on this time frame that we see that initiated this upward direction. So because of that, now it makes sense to see accumulation there, but we'll see what happens if this is going to continue, or our seller is going to step in here and just continue to drop the market. Unless we break this structure with the full body candle, I would hold off on adding more entries at this level.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that 830.
You can also draw the fib again for the buys for this small section. You see discounts are lower, but we'll see what happens. But I'm going to be patient with this one and allow it to. I would rather catch the same trade like down here or lower. So I don't mind not taking a continuation play. I'd rather catch it, back down where you guys got it this morning or somewhere lower. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll be watching it tomorrow as well. But let's check out NAS. Let's check out NAS real quick. Delete all this. Boom. Go back to the 12-month. Start off. So it's making its move. If you look at this whole thing, it's pretty solid. It's still bullish, still good. If you look here, we did break this structure. Again, what is the break of structure with the 4 steps? What is the break of structure? Tell me, unmute or type it in the chat. What step is the BOS? Come on, this is pop quiz time. Let me know if you guys are actually paying attention. Nah, I told you that there were 4 steps, right?
Yeah.
And what was the break of structure? What step was that?
That is.
And I'm asking Zachary and Katia as well.
Well, that's step 1.
What is it?
That's easy. Step 1.
What is step 1?
Break structure.
So you're saying the first thing that happens is we break structure. Like, according to the setup here. And then that's step 1. Sweep is what? Step 2?
That should be step 3.
Yep. And then step 4 is
just the retest.
boom. So if I'm marking up this break of structure here, what step is that in this scenario?
Third step.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. And then what's this here?
Fourth step.
Boom. You see how just utilizing this, because even though it doesn't look like this picture that I just drew right here, if I go to a smaller time frame, you'll definitely see this 100%. But I'm just making it easier and just marking up step 3 and then preparing for step 4, which, as you can see with this candle, this is the 12-month chart. All you had to do was wait for the next step, and then you were up over 5,000 points off of one entry for the whole year. That's nasty. That's absolutely insane. And that's why, as price, as you see, NAS is working its way back down. That's fine. Again, that's a low, the high, the sweep, break above. This can be a retest to then go higher. You see how that now looks similar? Yeah. Boom. So even if you draw an uptrend, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, that's fair. We don't know if price is going to make it all the way down there, but this is a nice area, to start looking. If it continues to break more and more lows, like people most likely will enter here, because if we sweep liquidity, right? If we sweep lows or highs, that's a place where people take profit and price can reverse. So if people are selling this right now, most people are going to take some type of partial or profit right there. So that's going to cause price to maybe reverse. So this is an area where I would look for buys next. And if it goes lower, then we have more here, right? We can also look at the current candle and see to the left, okay, what's the near structure as well? There's structure here that we broke above. And we're on it now. And what happened? Full body candle close, step 3, and then boom, step 4. Gone. Gone. 3,000 points. I can even mark up this wick. Same thing, broke above. You had 2 options. All right, that's 250 points of drawdown to make 3,000. Solid. And now we're back in that same area? Huh. Interesting. Does that make sense? But now we're just going to go to smaller time frames, like the 15-minute, and look for some accumulation. Look for the setup again to see if these levels actually want to be respected. So I want to see some type of liquidity. Boom. I want to see that. So now I'm going to start drawing up the highs that would have to be broken to the upside. I'm going to start marking up highs. So I'm going to put lines on the wicks that I need to see us get a break of structure on to make this come true. So you can use that one. I want to see this one here, honestly, because that's the low, the high, the sweep, break above, retest. And then on that retest, it may give you another setup. Boom. That's essentially what's going on here. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm in no rush. Let's be patient. No need to force trades. Wait for the confirmation. In order for us to even think about coming up here, we're going to have that first initial change of character. Go to the 1 hour, maybe the 4 hour, Find like the highest time frame you can see the structure on, like right here. Yeah, I'd rather us break this structure on the 4 hour. I don't want to get too caught up in the smaller time frames. I'd rather just get a higher time frame confirmation because higher time frames hold more weight. And plus, I mean, I don't think you guys even have time to be on the charts like all day trying to figure it out anyway. So just wait for the higher time frame, set the alert. But yeah, I'm very interested in this area right here. So we're gonna find out what happens here tomorrow. I know we have some news as well as some red folder news. So, you guys have any questions? I'm pretty much done. Just want to do a quick little recap. I know it's been a hectic few days in the market. They pretty much said it was the worst day since 2000 or 2020. The worst trading day, the most money lost in the market. But it's tragic. It's what it is. It is what it is. But all right.